Anita, where in the world are we going to today?
Well, today, Nikki, we're going to go to Fiji, and specifically up on the Coral Coast. So we're going to the Outrigger on the Lagoon in Fiji.
Nice.
Beautiful property. A 5-star luxury property and quite a large property. So you'll find that it caters for everyone. It caters for families, it caters for big corporate events, caters for honeymoon couples, caters for big groups that are going away. So yeah, just a beautiful property that's done really well.
Sounds great.
The large property situated in 40 acres of tropical lush gardens. It's quite large, so it's got about 207 rooms and also 47 traditional bures. There's also plenty of restaurants. They've got 6 restaurants in fact, which is awesome, and a bar, lots of bars, and a coffee shop. And it's quite a traditional style, so quite Fijian and quite unique, all air conditioned, and they're of the finest quality. And a thing that the Outrigger Fiji has is a really nice touch. It's called the Talai butler service, and what that is that it's a personal service, someone that comes to your room every afternoon with champagne and canapes, and you've got a dedicated person that looks after you, that you can go to if you've got any queries or anything. So it's really nice. So it's got 2 pools. One's an adult only pool called the Vahavu pool, and that's where they do a lot of the weddings. So they put the weddings around the adult area. Complimentary kids club that goes from 3 to 12 years, and they also have the Meimei babysitting facility, which means that you can take children as young as 6 months. There is a charge for that, but they do look after the kids, and the Fijians are just fantastic with kids.
They really are, aren't they? They're great.
Yeah. The golf driving range is nearby. You can do tennis, you can go snorkeling, do kayaking nearby, and one of the things I really want to highlight is their award-winning Bebe Hilltop Spa. Fantastic, all pure Fiji products. You've got all the luxury of the massages and the facials and all of that. They've won the award for the top therapist. So what
Nice.
amazing, yeah, what other reason do you need to go? Also a fitness centre, so people that want to be fit. And as I said, it is a large property, so people can easily run around the resort and still keep fit when you've eaten, some of their most amazing food. The Fijians do food really, really well, and the Outrigger is no exception. Of course, they do lots of seafood, have local produce, and the food is just amazing.
Fantastic. And you said 6 restaurants?
Yeah,
What
6 restaurants and bars, and the coffee shop, which has fantastic coffee. The Outrigger do weddings really, really well. They have a dedicated team. It's not just one person. They have about 5 or 6 different people, and just lately they've set up a Facebook page. And I watch the Facebook page and I see brides that have met before, brides that are current, brides that are coming up, and they all interact with each other. They ask different questions. So it's a really neat space so that brides can actually get and interact. They ask all sorts of questions. But the thing to remember, that if you've booked through a wedding planner, or a wedding specialist such as me, then I will put you in touch with those people, but there are often things that I can answer. The Outrigger on the Lagoon is home of the fabulous Dream Wedding Inclusive Package. So for 50 guests, for around about $7,500 New Zealand dollars, that gives you basically your package. So that's 4 nights accommodation for the bride and the groom, and your license, your celebrant, 3-hour buffet dinner, and a beverage package. So there's all of that. So
That's
yeah, it's
very
very good value.
Yeah.
And one thing to remember too is that they only have 1 wedding a day. That's really important. They've got a glass hilltop chapel, which is just beautiful. It overlooks the coast, or you can get married on the beach, or you can get married in their tropical gardens, but there's plenty of different places to have your photos. They also have an on-site wedding photographer that specifically looks after the Outrigger. Also have an on-site wedding florist, and they have the hair salon, which is Waves. And as I said before, they have the private location that looks over the Vahavu, which is the adult pool area. That's mainly where they have their receptions, but because it's such a big property, there's plenty of other places to pop up a marquee.
It's nice to have those different options, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. They do honeymooners beautifully, and we have some excellent rates. One thing too to remember is that we do the wedding airfares from New Zealand, so we do the group airfares, but they don't all have to travel together, meaning that they can go up to 14 days before or after the wedding, but they get a fantastic group fare, but they don't just have to pay a deposit. We do them with both Fiji Airways and with Air New Zealand, so we're not locked into one particular airline.
Thank you, Anita. That was Anita Gatley, our wedding travel specialist.